All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise and glory unto you. How by Shema Shai by Shema Hakodash. Dub on to the apostle, the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the occupant, the Christian word of sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I just want to do this lesson, on the SPL, which is Southern Poverty Law Center, and basically just going to how Esau, is trying to create the narrative, of what we teach as, which we all are familiar with, us being a quote unquote hate group, anti-Semitism, when we actually know the truth. The scriptures speak about that, the truth, and teach it, it grieves the enemy. So this devil will create platforms that's geared and hardwired to come against us for what we believe in. The Bible speaks heavily about hating the wicked, hating the evil. Scripture speak about love, of course, to a set people. What about this being a love group? We teach about love, We teach, to love thy neighbor, to actually enforce the law. Don't do injustices upon your own people. You have the saying of tough love. We say things from a tough perspective. How things is gonna doom and gloom is gonna hit, but at the end of the day, if we stay within the love of the Father and stay within this this book, scripture speak about continuing in the brotherhood, continuing the things which thou has learned, knowing of whom thou has learned them from, and it speaks about let brotherly love continue, but they don't actually put that aspect of the truth on media. They always put what we say about the evils of this world. Here's the so-called white man is poisoning the food supply, the water supply. He's putting all this money towards war, destroying the planet itself. The ecosystem is hazardous. Everything is dying off aggressively, But then they want to try to point fingers at who teaches what. This whole system itself, the philosophy and the wine of what this man has put upon the earth is detrimental to life itself, But like I said, nonetheless, he tries to what's the right word I want to say it? I'll just say revert the focus, for lack of a better term. But he wants to try to change up the focus and put it on, these different factions, which of course a lot of them are wicked hate groups and things of that nature. Like I said, we're not a hate group. Yeah, we teach hate, different forms. You should hate evil, which the word hate, goes into to disregard, shun it and speak out against it. Life is predicated upon hate. If you love something, then you hate something. Like somebody that's a child molester, all right? They go around, doing wicked things to children. You should hate that notion. You should hate the individual that actually partakes in that wickedness. That's something that should be looked down and frowned upon. And general society will look down and frown upon that. But when we speak these different things, now it gives this man to create a scenario of who are you to teach this? Who are you to teach that? See, he wants to be the authoritarian. He wants to have the actual authority to say who does what, who can do what, and judge things according to his system. You go to his courts and you go by their penal code, and outside of that, everything is fine and dandy. But I just want to actually go through a few things in this law center, because they got an actual map. Let me get that. It's called a hate map. And see, this devil wants to cut down the actual aggression of the masses of the people. Really, Esau looks at these things and he looks at this like spirits popping up that's actually seeing through, the image of this system, man. It says in 2000, we tracked 599 hate groups across the U.S. Now, don't get it wrong. Just because these individuals have, these are rebels, what all of us have in common, so to speak, is we are rebels. We rebel against the ways of the system, and we're not naturally rebels. I'm talking about brothers that actually teach the truth. We don't do things against the government. We're not doing exciting terroristic threats or doing terroristic acts to try to get our point across. The scripture says, you know, um, to render unto Caesar which is Caesar. So when I say that we rebel, we speak out against this the quote unquote system, and that's why Esau will speak about, all right, these are hate groups. Same thing with all these different factions, which I had the list pulled up. They all speak against certain points in the system, which shows that they actually is wicked, but they actually are going upon their own merits outside of the system that what this so-called white man is putting down. And that's why he'll create these charts, because he wants to create having as much data to put as much police, and eventually in the future, of course, put as many checkpoints and robots. If he wants to have it where everything is under his thumb, everything is under his radar, and that's why they'll create they'll deliberately put witchcraft in the system, to choke out the minds of the masses. You see hate over the duration of time, how from the 2000s, proceeding forward, they got less, Let me see. So going to 2000, you see, let me go, especially on the East Coast, so it's a lot less. And most people in the Midwest, of course, is a lesser population, but a lot of them are just conventional Edomites, farmers and and the, agriculture and shit, just conventional lifestyle. But individuals, like I said, on the East Coast, main people of the populace, it was a cut to 2021. So this devil is looking to keep pushing against ones that teach the truth, and I'm not saying that these individuals teach the truth, but predominantly us, individuals that come, I just say this, individuals that come against his government, he wants to eradicate, and that's why this RFID is essential, unto this man, for him to actually be able to pretty much toe tag you, or for lack of a better term, the scripture says in the right hand on the forehead, it's not going to be actually your toe, but he wants to actually have a tag upon you to register your thoughts, register your intents, register how you move, how you act, your behavioral patterns, your thought process. He wants to keep all these different things, in his registered in his database, and that's why when he comes down, which I have that in Revelation 12, there's going to be no holds bar. He's going to look to take down any and everything, to get his point across, and then which is a form of hate. He's going to show you the real hate. All right. Think these, what he called hate groups, is showing hate. This man is going to literally constrict the world. He's already killing off livestock, killing off so many different things, and depleting lives just so that he can actually get his agenda off the ground, so that these devils can become filthy rich. That's hate. Scripture says that they have more than hearts could wish. That's hate. Why do you have more than hearts could wish? You're a billionaire, but you want more billions, but you see the people in the poor conditions, but you're not donating. That's hate, But because we have a direct outcry and we speak about the ill things that going on and the atrocious acts that take place, now they want to label us like we just some nefarious individuals, But guess what? The Esau, through these different governments, which, of course, the nation of Esau on the whole, but these devils, I'm just focusing on individuals that have the power to create these platforms to speak against us and call us hate groups and things like that. They're going to have to pay the piper. This devil is going to have to taste the cup of judgment, no matter what he tries to put us in a box of, how he tries to spin the narrative, how he tries to label us and demonize us. That could be fine. All right. You have Hassan Campbell. He be having that saying, I'll be your Huckleberry fan. We'll be that. All right. If that's what you want to call it. All right. We'll be that.
Because we can't shake it out. Anyways, hey, when they was calling Yahweh Shadow's names, he just had to take it on the chin. He knew what they was calling him. The disciples knew what they were calling him, and they just took it on the chin. Because no matter what they would have done, they would still have been looked at as, wicked individuals that taught otherwise outside of the Roman, government. Hence, what they call a lot of them individuals barbarians, So they're going to look at us like we're barbarians. They're going to look at us like we're crazy, nefarious, hate groups, individuals that's misogynist, et cetera, et cetera, But that's what it comes with being in the territory of being a prophet, or being a man of the Lord. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this devil knows that his clock is ticking, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to get that NW off the ground. He's gonna push a lot harder in these said coming weeks and months. You already have the rallying up of these different nations, BRICS and stuff like that, that's doing what it takes, which they said the Chinese yuan is pretty much the currency that everybody's looking up to, so they're pushing hard, so this man, it's the time for this man to get yanked out of power, pursuing the Lamentations, the 4th chapter. He got to drink of that cup. I just wanted to make this short and sweet. I just wanted to actually go into that, see how this devil is moving, registering things in his database. But guess what? The Lord got him in a trick bag. So with that, I want to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostle, elders, great millstone. Shalom, my king.